All right, guys. Game just wrapped up like 3 or 4 minutes ago, and I think that might be our team this year. I think that the Washington Husky team that we saw out there tonight play a pretty good game against Utah and win by 2 touchdowns. That's probably what we got. And I think what we got is probably enough to win the Pac-12, or at least give themselves a good chance at it. I think it's good enough for them to maybe run the table, but they're not going to make it as easy for themselves as I was hoping. So this game tonight, 21-7 Huskies. They go on the road. They play a good Utah team. They play pretty well for the most part, and they get out of there with a 2 touchdown win. I was so looking forward to getting on here and being almost entirely positive, but at this point, I probably can't do that. So, defense. My God. What a game. Utah had the 1 touchdown drive in the first quarter. They had a little bit of success running the ball, not a ton, but they had a little bit of success on the ground. Um, they did make a couple of big plays, but we had them hemmed in pretty much that whole game. And the few times that they got a good drive down the field, it mostly ended in turnovers. They had the pick right before half. They had the 2 fumbles in the second half. And at the end of the day, you're looking up. They put up 7 points, 140 yards through the air, no passing plays longer than 16 yards, and they had limited success on the ground. We forced 3 turnovers. We forced turnovers that took points off the board. We forced turnovers that put points on our board. We got pressure. We hit hard. My God, I mean, Britton Covey. I don't even know what to say about what we put that guy through tonight. I mean, I don't know how he was able to walk off the field at the end of this game. He just got the crap kicked out of him like 5 times tonight, and he went through like a season's worth of games in one game tonight. So feeling for him a little bit, I gotta say, because we beat the shit out of that little guy, and he had a pretty good game. He might have been their best player on offense. So props to him for trying. So the defense, I've been a little rough on them through the first couple games because they had moments where they looked great, and then there would be stretches where they just couldn't tackle, where they just weren't, they just weren't executing. But tonight, you're coming away thinking this defense is ready to win the Pac-12. Offense. Miles Gaskin, Aaron Fuller, Andre Baselia. You guys are warriors. You guys are the machine behind this offense that makes us run. Gaskin especially. We finally got him involved in the offense in a overwhelmingly dominant way. 140 receiving yards, the touchdown to start the game, which was, beautiful. He had a bunch of other great plays in this game. I mean, where would we be without Miles Gaskin and Fuller? I didn't think Fuller was this good last year. I didn't think Fuller had it in him to be this kind of receiver, but he looks like he could have a really good season this year. He might have 1,000 yards if things continue to go his way. Baselia had a dumb penalty at when the game was already basically over. Another dumb penalty. He already had one of those against Auburn, which really cost us that game. But he had a couple catches. He had the big end around run that nearly netted him a touchdown. Real good stuff. And I promise you guys. Oh my God, I'm making a fucking video here. Jesus Christ, ESPN. Sorry, my tablet over there. Okay. I promise you, I was going to get on here. I was ready like late in that third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to get to make a video this week where I don't say anything bad about Jake Browning because I thought Jake Browning played good for most of this game. I was even kind of excusing the interception he threw that got wiped out on the roughing the passer call because it was a great play by the defender, honestly. It was kind of a jump ball, and the defender just kind of found the ball before the receiver did. I was okay with that. I thought he was hitting those comeback routes to Fuller and Basellia really well. I thought, his touchdown pass to Ty Jones, brilliant. He kept the play alive with his legs for a really long time and just found his receiver in the back of the end zone. But one stupid play, and you got me messed up, man. You got me screwed up in the head right now. One stupid play in this game has me all the way back to square one on Browning, because for those of you who didn't see it, you probably are going to see it on Twitter through GIFs, or you're going to see it on ESPN because it's going to make like the not top 10 or something. He's getting pressured by three people. They're chasing him from all angles. He's running backwards. So he spins around and tries to throw it away, even though he's like 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage. There's no receiver within like 40 yards of his pass, and he throws it right to a defensive lineman who would have pick-sixed it if he didn't fumble, because, he never touches a football probably. That one stupid play has me like, what's this guy doing? I mean, what is this? Is he a true freshman playing in his first ever college football game in a hostile environment where, of course he's going to make stupid plays like that? It's his first ever college football action? No. I've seen Jake Browning when he was a true freshman. He wasn't very good, but it was okay. He did stuff like that, but it was okay. I can't have this. So I'm back to where I was last week with Browning. I might even be a little lower, because watching this game, I'm fine with it. I understand, but it's almost like we're coddling him. We just run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. We pass the ball when we have to, and we pass the ball as, little as we can to keep the defense honest. But really, we don't want to call passing plays. We don't have any faith in our passing offense. We just want to pound the ball, pound the ball, pound the ball, and get out of there with wins. And part of me likes that because we're good at running the ball, but we were supposed to have a quarterback who was better than this. We were supposed to have a quarterback who at least wouldn't make retarded mistakes like that. That, by the way, this game was almost over. We were up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Utah, they couldn't get an offensive drive going. This game was basically over, and then Browning just gives them life with that pick. And it took a series of minor miracles for that play to have not almost cost us the game, because if it's a pick six, obviously that's 7 points on the board, and then they're right there. If they score from the 11-yard line, which, obviously they should have done, and they completely screwed that up, then that's a huge play that might cost us this game. Excuse me. I just don't understand how he can regress from a guy who finished 6th in the Heisman race a couple years ago to a guy who's making mistakes like this. And maybe that's a little unfair. I mean, I remember the Jameis Winston against Oregon play where he just threw the ball right to an Oregon defender, and, everybody laughed about it for a very, very long time. But that one play has got me fucked up. Offensive line beat down. And I know it's weird to say that in a game where we had success running the ball, but my God, that's why I was going to give Browning a break. I can't give him a break after that pick, but there were plays today where nobody touched the nose tackle and he just ran in to blow up the play. There was a series where we had the ball at like the 10-yard line, and then like 3 guys come in to attack Browning. He's got an intentional grounding. Next play gets blown up. The next play gets blown up. It's a screen pass that loses 3 yards. We go from the 10-yard line to like the 40-yard line, and we're punting. I mean, I don't know how Gaskin did it sometimes. I mean, he had to work hard. Look, Trey Adams, it's not even Trey Adams, guys. Our interior offensive line was getting their ass kicked. Some plays, they didn't even block the right people. Like, how do you let the nose tackle through untouched? If there's one guy you're supposed to make sure you take care of, it's that nose tackle. So I have to say at this point that this Washington Husky team has a decent quarterback and an offensive line with a ton of problems, and I don't know if that's going to get any better. I really don't. So we can ride the defense, we can ride the running game, we can win this conference, we can run the table, but those that's our team. Our team involves that offensive line, which has not played that well this year and is going to kill us at some point unless we can really, really, really execute well on defense the rest of the way. And we got a quarterback who is he's gonna do the Tony Romo thing, guys. He's gonna make just enough mistakes to keep you out of really contending for the championship. I don't know what else you can say. I swear to God, I was so ready to get on here and give Browning props for playing an okay game, even though he didn't play great. But I can't do it now. So here we are again. Good win tonight. Defense, defense, defense. Very high on those guys right now. They did everything that you could ask them to do. I just I just need reason to believe, and I don't have it right now, that this offensive line and this quarterback are going to play better. All right, I'm going to go watch the end of this Arizona State game. It's kind of interesting. I don't even know if I want Arizona State to win or lose. I don't know what helps us more. Oh, bad news. Auburn lost at home to LSU today, so that doesn't make our loss against them look any better. So, not great. All right. See you guys later. Tomorrow I'm going to make a video talking about my pro team, and I'm not really excited to do that because things are not going well there, but so it is.